Hey, Miranda Mathewson here, as always, to help you get up off the couch into action, because so often we know what we should be doing, or just not doing any of it. So today I thought I would talk to you about my own personal productivity habits, and you probably have a few up your own sleeve, so let's mix and match and be awesome, right? So the question is, how do we get bleep done? And I'm just going to say bleep so I don't have to bleep it out later, but you know what the word is. How do we get bleep done? Sometimes, you can, for example, clean and clean and clean and organize and organize and organize and go for an entire day, maybe even an entire weekend, and then look at your home and it doesn't look like anything happened. However, it did. You just can't see the changes because there's so much to do, right? So you don't know where to start, or, oh God, it's just so overwhelming, right? So sometimes you're like, what's the point? I'm just going to sit down on the couch and watch Grey's Anatomy, which, is valid. But if we actually want to get things done, the first thing to recognize is that when you're taking action, whether it's cleaning your house or working out or eating better, even if you don't lose the weight right off the bat, not even in the first month, that things are happening, but they're happening on such a subtle scale that your mind is not able to notice them. So the key really is to just keep yourself going. Keep yourself moving at whatever pace you move at, no matter whether it's fitness and health related or your home related or career related or whatever. The point is just to keep moving, because things will get done whether you realize it right now or not. Just keep on moving. So how do you keep on moving? And that's where my little trick comes in. I keep myself moving, and I really discovered this after having kids. I had dabbled with this idea a little bit before kids, but it was after having kids where I really felt like so overwhelmed, and I was just like, what? How is anything going to get done? It's never going to get done. It's too big. I might as well just not do anything. And when do I have time to do stuff? And, can any mom out there relate to that? Like, when? And when you do have time, if that ever happens, how are you going to have the energy to do any of it? So I have one super simple trick that I use. It's like a productivity hack, and you can use it for fitness, you can use it for career, you can use it for nutrition, you can use it for your home and organization, and it is the timer. Woohoo! Did I build that up enough? The timer, something so simple. So when you set a timer for something, so I have a list of the top things that I want to get done per day. The actual list is a lot longer, but I take the top, whatever number you want to take, I take the top 20, which is still kind of crazy. You could take the top 10. Productivity experts would tell you to take the top 3. So you take those and you put a time minimum, not a time limit, a time minimum next to them. So I am going to put away the clothes that don't fit the kids anymore for the next 10 minutes. So not that I'm going to cut myself off at 10 minutes, but just so I make sure at least 10 minutes gets done. Okay, so does that make sense? So I literally set the timer, and all I do is put clothes away for 10 minutes. And it makes sure that it actually gets done. Because if I just think of all the clothes that need to be put away, I'm not going to move, because there's a lot. And, but if I get at least that 10 minutes done, then I've at least moved forward, even if it's not a noticeable difference. My focus, and this is key, my focus is on doing, not the results, but on actually just doing the thing for 10 minutes. And then if I feel like continuing after 10 minutes, you know, you often get into a groove with what you're doing. So if you feel like keeping the momentum going after that 10 minutes, then go with it or move on to the next thing on the list. So again, the focus is on just doing the thing. You don't have to think about anything else. You don't have to worry about how long it's going to take you, because you just commit to those 10 minutes. It could be 15. You know, adjust it as you want to. But I find 10 minutes to be the sweet spot. And you keep going with this 10 minute habit using the timer. And you will see the difference. And you can use that with anything that you need to do with your career, something that you've been putting off, you know, set the timer. I will at least do it for the next 10 minutes. For something fitness, I will exercise for the next 10 minutes, even if it's just laying on the floor, stretching out my legs. That's productive. So, you know, just set the timer. It's the timer, you know, you don't have to think about it, and the timer goes off, and you can move on when the timer goes off or not. And there's a sense of being productive and getting bleep done. So take that and run with it. And I will see you next week. Oh, and share in the tribe. If you're not already in there, here's the link. And share what you're doing with the 10-minute timer. Share how that's working for you in the tribe. And here's the link if you're not already in there. All right, see you in the tribe. Bye.